Delayna Holman of the Trevecca women's soccer team with us. I'm Greg Ruff, and just want to talk to you a little bit about your career. Like, we haven't done any of these interviews with you to this point. I mean, my goodness, you've been playing for 15 years now. It seems like you've been here a while.
Yeah, going into my senior year.
When someone plays so much their freshman year, like you did, it does seem like.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've been here for a long time.
Absolutely. Well, played this past year. You didn't get to play in this fall.
No.
You had to play in the spring, and now you're playing here in the summer, or almost. It seems like summer, right?
Yeah.
The quick turnaround. Talk about that a little bit from a keeper perspective, because you guys, you're on everything. You're there the whole game.
So, just the turnaround, it's different. But coming into it, it's just like more soccer quickly. I kind of liked it just because like we didn't get as much of a break, and so like just getting right back into it was kind of it was a nice feeling just knowing that like I didn't actually have to take off from it. So
yeah, well, I think what I'm hearing from coaches too is like the teams that played in the spring that don't normally play in the spring, they're playing in the fall now, that their athletes have come back probably fitter than they would have if they'd played in the fall and get that whole all that time.
I feel like I definitely have. So
you guys went on a mission trip this summer, and talk about that. Talk about where you went and what you did and kind of what you got out of it.
Yeah, so we went to Charlotte, North Carolina. Originally, we were supposed to go to Columbia. Of course, with COVID, it got changed. We did a lot of mission work there. It was nice to go with the team as our focus wasn't on soccer. It was focusing on God. It was coming together with that common ground of our Christian relationship with God, and just being able to see the service work that we did and to connect the way we did and not focusing on soccer was really nice. We actually ended up going to a ranch. I think it's called Eagle's Wings, and it's a camp specifically for kids who have disabilities. And so being able to see these kids get to do things that you normally wouldn't think, like riding horses or doing zip lines and stuff like that, and being so joyful for what they have, it was really humbling. And to do that as a team, I think really can help us connect as one. So
everyone's been through COVID in the world.
Yeah.
it's been alive the last 18 months. You've been a college student, an athlete during that time. What have you learned?
Well, it's been difficult just trying to connect with the team. You know, like we've had to practice in quadrants, so it's kind of been it's kind of torn our team apart just because we haven't been all together connected as much as we usually are. And so doing that, it kind of like we struggled with the connection that we used to have because practicing apart from each other it's difficult.
Yeah.
So,
and especially in your position
as
as the keeper, anyone who doesn't watch soccer very much, I mean, the keeper is talking the whole game.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to, and you're talking to people that you're looking at their back, as a matter of fact. So you have to learn to communicate and with your voice and even stuff like that.
Right.
It's hard to be a keeper and not be a leader, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. No, just in that certain situation, not being able to connect with my field players as much was also difficult just because, like, I wasn't there as much when they were working on certain, like game-like defensive situations. And so just to find that connection again during games, it was pretty difficult as a goalie.
Your team, you guys are preparing. You're back in school, or not back in school yet, but you're back at school preparing. Just talk about this season, what you want to get out of it.
Yeah, so I think we're going to come in pretty strong, like you said, just coming right off another season, coming in fit. We have already started practices, and again with COVID, like we're struggling as half our team's already quarantined.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be it's going to be strong. We're going to be connected, being able to practice together again. And so I think we're going to come in strong and doing our best like always.
Delayna Holman from the Trevecca women's soccer team. She's actually, I didn't say this, you're from Shepherdsville, Kentucky.
Yes.
Just up the road. Glad to have always have the local players around here. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.